knows it. They used Aunt Lizzie's live in my son's uncle's trial. You see what I'm saying? Both of them. His lives, his Instagrams. I have police statements saying that they asked her, who is Aunt Lizzie? She said Aunt Lizzie, she said his real name, Anthony Evans. She said she watches his lives, and this is how she gets affiliations, and she can label associations, and she get viable information, where she get viable information from, right? Aunt Lizzie knowing this, right? Knowing this, he goes on his lives and talk about criminal activities that have not been properly adjudicated in the courts yet. You see what I'm saying? They have not been, these people are just recently getting locked up or haven't even been locked up yet. And he talks about criminality or allegations like he did with Shy. Shy was going through with that broad. He goes on there talking about, yeah, he know he did it. He taught me how to do it, right? Talking about drugging females, right? He did that to Shy. Look what he did to Taliban Glizzy. Look what he did to little Taliban. Man, they just went down there and they robbed them stores and they did all this, and a few weeks later Taliban get locked up for the shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what he does, man. You know what I mean? So if I got black and white proof, right? They've got case numbers and everything that he's running from and trying to change the subject about, right? Then how is it possible that you can call him anything other than an agent when there are police and federal officers saying that we rely on Aunt Glizzy's lives to retain information and to connect affiliations? What is it? What is it? If you know that the FBI are using your lives to talk and expecting you to talk about shit that they building cases for, and you continuously do it, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand if it's already out there, or these cases already been talked about. That's just like knows I have black and white paperwork with docket numbers, case numbers, and everything. But it's everybody knows it. They used Aunt Lizzie's live.
Peace and love, children of the sun. So we got some things to discuss, man, because Wooski got caught with a pipe, and that pipe had a body on it. Boo Boo Crump. You know, fans thought that Dirk dropped the bag on Crump because he said he was dissing on my cousin. Now y'all up in that wood, huh? Well, Wooski got caught with a pipe that had the body on it. What people didn't know was Dro City had Jump Can't Get Right. And I guess Ombre, she dropped the location. They came through Blicking. Boo Boo Crump dies. Melly gets grazed in the head because he was pissing in the bushes. Now, everybody thought that Bay Zoo had something to do with it because when he was on that live talking to Melly, they was discussing it or whatever. And he was like, well, why you didn't get hit? And he was like, oh, I was in the bushes pissing. People thought that Bay Zoo had got revenge for Raheem dying. And this is why you can't go off these lyrics, because Vaughn said in the song, oh, Crump was doing all that wolfing, he ain't make it. Then he said something about Melly, got caught in that party, he was Harlem shaking or whatever, right? The whole time, they ain't had nothing to do with none of them bodies. Vaughn don't really rap about shit that he did to people. When he mentioned K.I., only thing he said was, keep that strap like K.I. Then on another song, he said, pretty out, bitch. She dead in the morgue. Now she dropped dead gorgeous or whatever. But he don't really mention their names. You never hear him say anything about P5 or none of the people that he actually did something to. You know what I'm saying? He talks about people he had nothing to do with, just like with Lil Mister. He had nothing to do with that. That was Face World's body. And in the new Face World indictment, they bring up Lil Mister or whatever, right? But everybody's giving all these points to Dirk, and the whole time You know, Dirk had nothing to do with Melly. Now it's confirmed he had nothing to do with Crump. So allegedly, Can't Get Right must have went through there, slid, caught Crump. Melly goes and gets rid of Ambry for dropping the low, and he gets Can't Get Right. Melly goes to the party, and they let 007 come through there and do what he did. And now Melly's gone. And 007 finna come home because ain't nobody coming forward, even though it's caught on film. You can't really see much in the video. You just hear the shots and the screaming. So with this body and this pistol, that solves a lot of pieces to the puzzle. But that clears Dirk of anything. But you got to realize Melly was a monster, man, because Dirk was dissing Lil Mark, laughing about the bus stop. And what happened? Chino got erased. Newski got erased. D-Thang got shot up in the car with Baby D and somebody else. The first time D-Thang got shot up. Okay, so that's 4 people related to Dirk got hit up after he was dissing on Lil Mark. And Dirk ain't do shit to Melly. He couldn't get him. He was too good, you know. And Duck had warned him, don't go to that party by himself. At that time, supposedly, Jarro was having problems with STL. They wasn't really seeing eye to eye. So he was telling him, don't go to that party by himself. If Duck was there, it might have been prevented. But he couldn't save Melly. Melly got cocky. He had just hit up 007's house and didn't hit nobody. And he knew that it was possible that the members was going to be there. But he felt invincible and he met his demise. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because Wooski just was with Big Mike doing a DJ UTV interview together. Everybody wanted to see them two together. So I don't know if Wooski's still locked up or whatever, but he got caught with the pipe and it had the body on it, man. So who knows if he did that or if Can't Get Right did that. But people got to go and fix their scoreboards. Everybody thought they had it figured out and was giving all these points to Dirk. And, you know, it just so happens the 60-30ends got Crump up out of there, which is fucked up because he was a GD. You know what I'm saying? And they ops. It's 60-30 in ops, you know. He was in the This Ain't What You Want video, but he fell out with Dirk and was taunting Dirk and all type of videos talking shit, you know.
Let's start there. Hey, it different when Butter name is not just in Lil J paperwork, it's other paperwork who FBG Butter name is involved in, bro. It hit different.
And then FBI Butters just took the stand. And when he got up here, he lied, bro. I swear to you, he lied. I watched him get on the stand and say King Von killed K.I. He said he said he stood over her. When the transcripts come out, majority, because I couldn't watch it no more, bro. Like, you lied on Mickey Truth. Your mama talked to Mickey Truth. 2 days. Well, a day before, and she was saying, you know, y'all got paid for this and paid for that. And then
another thing is the guy who Butter supposedly fought in the club, he has spoken out and he said all Butter did was slap the phone out his hand, which is what I seen when I watched the video. But you had fans in the comments thinking that Butter got in a real fight and that didn't happen. So this guy spoke out. And if you watch DJ UTV, Butter said, oh, I don't win every fight. Somebody just went upside Butter's head in one of these clubs. So I guess Butter's been getting into it lately in the club, but it didn't happen that night. All he did was slap the phone out of dude's hand.
Welcome to the status update, bro.
Hey, man, what's happening? Y'all doing something different. What's happening, man?
Hey, this is a quick interview, man. I want to know what happened. The whole internet's been buzzing. What happened with you and Butter on that live, man?
I ain't gonna lie, gang. I went in the motherfucking club. Shout out to my nigga Jerry, Indiana. My man had me on the fly on some Pisces shit, Pisces badge. He put me on the fly. I popped up. FYBJ, man, we on the FaceTime. He say, man, gang, pull up. I left another club. I pull up over there. Just, you know, I'm dolo. It's fucking 1:30 in the morning. I pull up. Them niggas 50, 60 deep, gang. I mean, hey, whatever be the case. Folk, I get in that motherfucker, I'm going live through the door. Motherfucker instantly hit me with 2 boxes of whoops. I got the whoops in the car. Hold on though. It ain't about the whoops. Folk, on the G, I just want my one game. Y'all say y'all pushing the peace, folk. This ain't that, that ain't this. I ain't that nigga who you think I am, gang. Whatever y'all wanna do with my mama, gang. It's that. In order. No cap, folk. That nigga swung on me, he missed, hit my phone, the G. It's my video on my live. They edit the motherfucker how they want to edit the motherfucker like a motherfucker knock me out, folk. This ain't that, folk. You in my city, folk. How the fuck you think I'm gonna make out this bitch?
Could you guys squash the beef if Butter was to reach out, or would you reach out to Butter?
I just talked to him last night.
Okay.
Both of them niggas, man. This ain't that.
Okay.
On my one, gang. On the G, this ain't that. FYBJ man FaceTime me last night. On the G. I got my phone account, phone number. I don't play like that, gang. Don't do me like that, folk. You ain't gonna swing on me. You ain't gonna do none of that, folk. All that over whooping shit y'all be doing. It's cool, folk. I'm from outside. I'm talking about bed and breakfast on the front porch outside, gang, when I ain't had nowhere else to go. I'm really from outside, gang. Straight up, folk. I ain't got no beef. Ain't none of that. On the G, I just want my one, gang.
Most definitely,
Hands
bro.
TV, all y'all tap in on the G, I want my one. I ain't got no problem with no motherfucker.
Most
I'm
definitely.
from outside, gang.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Hey, I ain't swole, ain't no motherfucker knock me out. Hey, my nigga Bankroll was right there with me.
Bankroll?
On the phone number. Bankroll was right there with me. Yeah. Ain't no motherfucker knock me out. Ain't no motherfucker, ain't none of that.
I don't know if Butter or some people around him that got my page striked or whatever on a video that I had just uploaded, and it doesn't even make any sense because we even had any views like that for the person or the page that the content came from. First of all, I had my video labeled as a reaction, and I had the fair use legal statement in the beginning of my video, letting them know that it's a reaction. So I don't even see how they're able to request for it to be taken down if it's clearly a reaction to their video. But it ain't even that serious because it's just a piece of a clip. All right. Now, if it is Butter that's playing those type of games and I do a reaction and contact YouTube to do their research and they find out that it's a false claim, which people do all the time, their whole page will get took down, whoever submitted it or whatever. But it's not that serious to me. Butter than I already went on No Jumper and told y'all that he testified against Vaughn, right? Now, the only thing that my video was showing is that Butter lied, saying that he always shoots back at people, right? In his testimony, he says that he ran as soon as he seen Vaughn. Then he got shot in the leg and he crawled to the gangway. He fell down and he crawled. Now, in other videos, he tried to say that he was running to the alley to get a bag of guns or whatever, right? But right here, it clearly says that he tried to run and that KI tried to go inside the house and that the lady locked them outside of the house. That was the whole purpose of me, taking a little insert from this video off Crown TV. But I want y'all to go to Crown TV and watch the testimonies for yourselves so y'all can see what was actually said in court. Because Butter keeps saying he told them he don't recall. Yeah, you told him you don't recall, but you also answered yes when they brought up what you said to the grand jury. You got in front of them O Block members and try to fake like you didn't recall or whatever, right? End of the day, your purpose was served, which was to get up there and talk about the war and O Block, not to point them out on video for the Duck murder. You was to talk about all the previous shootings, okay? Now, one thing that Butter did say in his testimony was that when his leg was blown off, he couldn't run. But in previous interviews or whatever, or podcasts, he tried to say that he was running, zigzagging in between cars, and Trench's News ended up picking him up and he jumped in the car with him. First, he tried to deny Trench's News was out there when Trench's News broke the story. And Trench's News was like, Butter deserves to be here because he's a survivor. He, did what he had to do to get up out of there. But according to his testimony, he collapsed as soon as he got hit. He couldn't move. In one podcast, he said he pushed the crackhead out the way and tried to hop over a gate. None of that happened. He fell and he was laying there. You know, he didn't want to answer the question when they kept asking him, did you see him shoot KI or whatever? And then he eventually answered and started cursing, talking about, I don't want to talk about my sister, which we all know that's not even his sister. And he just went on Vlad TV talking about he forgives Vaughn. So you put on this pity party 1 minute and then the next minute you talking tough. But they just uploaded a new video and he calls T. Roy that dead nigga, you know, talking slick, you know. Another thing I didn't like was that on one of these podcasts, he tried to lie and say he shot Vaughn in the arm because Vaughn talks about getting shot in the arm on Crazy Story, which never happened. There were some old tweets where Vaughn was talking to KI and he said, damn, it took a leg shot for me and you to be cool, as if he got shot in the leg. There's a story that she's supposed to be jumped out the car and was blicking at them. Then there's another story that she was riding around on a bike taunting them on the day that she got killed or whatever. But according to Butter, she tried to run down on them and they went inside of a restaurant. And 5 minutes later, after the police was questioning them and they put the guns up, Vaughn popped out, which is crazy because that is what he said in his testimony in court. But what's crazy about it, the Ray Vaughn, I believe, beat the charge or whatever when they first came at him was because he had just left probation. So within that time of him leaving probation, it was almost like we was thinking as soon as she tweeted her location, he came and got her. But I guess there was an altercation right before that where she ran down on them. And then he did his whole zesty ritual, you know.
Stephen Joe, freaky man to me, you want to take me on a date.
Oh yeah,
Bitch,
Stephen
I'm
Joe.
expensive as hell. Bitch, you sure you want to take me on a date?
Hold on, a man said he want to take you on a date? Break this shit down. Wait, hold on. I don't know if I can beat LJ man.
Hold up.
I don't know if I'm
How much it cost to take you on a date? What did the dude?
With a guy?
How much it cost to take you on a date? What did the dude?
With a guy?
Yeah, you just said that.
Get me $1 million on Jaja. I can come sit down with you and take a shot. Give me an M. I can take a shot with you.
And you was just talking about Lil J, bro.
That nigga freaky.
And you was just talking about Lil J.
That's why I'm going with this. I told
I
you
don't got no problem with the
him
gay
now.
people, bro. But
I told you I was friends with Lil J now, man.
Did you hear that he was gay? Keep it real.
Ross, I'm not gonna say I heard that.
Yeah, but it's
I didn't hear
true.
that.
But it's the truth.
How do you know that's the truth?
He's gay. The world knows he's gay. But more importantly, it's the truth that you heard he was gay.
Man, I had a troll in my comment section last week, and I recognized the name because they subscribed to me, and they had the nerve to act like they just stumbled upon my page and didn't know who I was, and, oh, you shouldn't talk about Chicago. You're not in Chicago. Whole time, you been knew who I was, and you's a Butter fan. That's why you mad. I go to a Say Cheese video. Who do I see in the comment section? This fool up there talking about, oh, I support and stand behind you, Butter, like a straight lame. Then I click on their page. They got King Von mural as their bio picture. Then they got a video talking about crackheads on 63rd. So you was a Von fan. Now you a Butter fan. First of all, that don't even mix. That's yin and yang. Whole time they a Mexican that claim 2'6". You ain't even black. And get on with your ass, man. And I got much love for Mexicans. I know they ain't with that bullshit. I don't know what you on. But yeah, man, this shit getting crazy. Like every time people go around no jumper, they start doing zesty shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forgetting, y'all talking about King Yella did a picture y'all didn't like, but y'all forgetting that Rico Reckless did a naked picture as soon as he went on no jumper. And Tay Savage called him out about it. Y'all forgot about that? Now you got, and Charleston White even did a naked picture. Nobody said nothing about that. But now you got John Cena doing it at the awards because he got a movie coming out wearing a dress. So that's his humiliation act. I don't know. I thought he should have been rich. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, man. But You got all kind of dudes that put on the dress, man. Usher, Mac Miller, LeBron, Diddy, Snoop, Jaden Smith, Vin Diesel, Pete Davidson, Russell Westbrook, Kid Cudi, Lil Nas X, Sam Smith, Post Malone, ASAP Rocky, Dennis Rodman, Jeremy Grant, you know what I mean? Daylight, Neo, Trippie Redd, you know what I mean? All these dudes, man. Can't even forget the movies, man. Kevin Hart, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Martin Lawrence, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Woody Harrelson, even Mr. Schrager, which was Ray Donovan and Wolverine. I can't even forget, can't even believe that. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Will Smith, Wesley Snipes, Tay Diggs on Broadway. And couldn't believe Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors took them zesty pictures for Creed 3. You got all these dudes running around with their nails done. Uzi, ASAP, Rocky, MGK, NBA Youngboy, Snoop, wore the dress and had nails. Yachty with the nails. Lil Pump with the makeup and the nails. Like, it's just crazy, And when you see people doing them kisses, man, that kiss is called the fraternal kiss. This is something that I guess the Knights Templar do, which is a branch of the Freemasons. Don't get it twisted now. When it comes to Freemasonry, you got black Masons and white Masons, and they do things different. But then you got these Hollywood ass people, which really they violate Freemasonry because they doing all this weirdo stuff out in the open. But the Knights Templar, they have a logo, which is two men riding on a horse on some Brokeback Mountain shit. And I guess they do some type of zesty rituals, man. You got all these people that then kissed on stage, like, Lil Wayne and Birdman, then Lil Wayne and Stevie J. Then you had Drake and The Weeknd. Samuel Jackson then did it. Jamie Foxx then did it. Danny Glover then did it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all don't understand. Y'all think everything